have a problem with the standard of play. But Michelle, people shouldn't come at me. I recognize a preseason.
And then so what some fans are more, especially with the Kotoko fans are. What's your reaction after the game? And I love it. I'm gonna say, oh, a preseason. And yeah, boy, who the Akoba Africa, and it's good to say you're saying a reality check. A bema who say a team no Zebia. Now you had been say a complete team at the Copa Africa. We boy could say no. Yes, it's up. It means so. Yes, share there. But we boy now, a boy now. It's okay because a preseason. Players no be am person be because be a person Copa Africa ni be. And I love. Omo team ya me biase. Unzen kakanena come the typical Kotoko fan. Ebeka so no. Adentina mama go start say.
But okay. I agree. But Rich, even though a preseason, even though a complete work of Kotoko team I expecting for the season any year. Because some matches way Emma Wakonya to watch some players be in some certain situations. Now I say, oh, which man you be for home, and now over try different combinations be not one who dear cause no credit. But Rich, I still think say even with all this said, there were some players say omubetimi ama gidie bi wo mumu say omubetimi abo season proper. Also, mo page on performance in him. This guy called Adabo. Me for the Kotoko the free summer test. I watched him against Kaiser Chiefs. He was battling on the work ethics, very good. But Rich, at Kotoko, you need to have a certain level of quality on the ball.
So yeah,
my daily we are on the ball no so because Rich young kind of crunch Ebia Kaiser Chiefs na baby any Ghost Stars are Ghana League champions, but majority of Kotoko games on Bebono Rich they will be favorites, so they will be playing against teams that Omumu defend more against Kotoko. So you need to be good on the ball too. Say the be as a master Kotoko break it down low blocks or passes any or calmness ne Sanyo Manoman will come to play. I think say Adabo any set Kojo Rich, there seems to be all over the pitch dodo. They are not calm. Like there should be a certain Obiani say no city about Rich.
Is it not because Ebiomufu say this is preseason? Manya bibi I mean to be catchy coach, you know, and so mean to be catching the eye. Into my minya bibi, you know, Mijna, okay, back in the sun, minya bibi as any coach. Look, the guy is good near Kobo Africa.
Okay, Rich, my mama, a very, very good examples and a bit about the Americans. And I want a familiar player. Akwesimoto. Akwesimoto. No, yes. But Rich, sir, you expect the same Akwesimoto to give you proper transitional method for the Juma. Over possible only year. When it is a ball on the honor say also calm to dictate the person, so he could give that. But the place we are, me who know. I said they seem to have only half of what Akwesimoto was giving Kotoko. But to calm the ball and because Kotoko need to dominate midfield. And you could clearly see they were not dominating. Long balls to find Albert Amwa, long ball to find Kwame Poku, long ball to find Saka. Rich, number 2. Kotoko wo Emmanuel Entry. Kotoko wo Baba Yaya. Now they've added this Donsu guy. It's all a typical number 10. There's also another number 10 from New Edubiasi. Rich. kotoko transitions in nye ni mosimni doors no enra wo de sanya pe ekwan na hwebo ni biem. I think baby any Gold Stars could find their midfielders at their feet. They could turn and face Kotoko, build some meaningful attack than the na Kotoko yen. Na Kotoko born here, I say William Dodo. Meaning say if you observe the same thing, I think Kontomo were able to play the ball na Sefasmo et me for ball no park and so any year be beat ya Kotoko about ball in that form. But na Kotoko dey near too pinche too much. Yes, Kotoko may have individual qualities be in but amone kwampoku adi omo household names, omo big guys. And they could give you some moment of magic. Look at Abetamua's goal.
It's only 60 minutes now.
Yeah, but now. Then a long pass into space.
Obashe.
He ran off it. Play Bianca boom. But look at the way or see placing ball. I say Emmanuel Kobi and Saho. Or stretchy and Santini and Kawashigo. Those moments will come. But the general play of Kotokono. No.
Okay.
And I have the same problem it has, even though they won.
Okay. Yes, I have grabbed them.
Yes, even though they won. Rich.
GHALCA top 4 and Yesha say Kumasa Sanoko 3 p.m. Amo any baby and Gold Stars on G League need to see a boy. Geno corner in a Kotoko Shabako, my baby and Gold Stars Ashekano. Eye mienu abetamo ashema Kotoko. Arante friend say eye atakumi true penalty bete kano and Henry and Patrick Emma back pass at the man goalkeeper. I asebo goalkeeper entimi but if you refuse a pass na no dey do. Emma born Koto atema baby and Gold Stars ehye Kotoko kamienu a omote kano eye back na nyume no nsia and House of Folk I repeat Omni Lions, I'm Sunshine Lions, Bakwa, Omo Entimi Anti, true a free kick. A rent offense, a run for the Mensa Pijai, and Lions, a defender, a Pimoa, on our copy the tuna cinema. Hasbrook Eshoma Kabakomo Entimi Anti Yamina Mochina. We go again, 3 p.m. Baby and Gold Stars, Ebebo, Yame Ayaduma, Ochinana Ebaso, Omobo, a House of Folk, na Asante Kotokonsono. Abo Lions and you 6 p.m. and Sana Kwesiada games in the sono. Of course, and then so to me, Abaso Agus Albebo Lions and Akotokonsono, Abo House of Hook and you 6 p.m. Na Yentie coach from Pomanso after some share Kotoko Kamino and so eti a Kanabakanafi Yemfa and Troy Medina so Emfa Emamo in Shawazo 4.5 coffee Mimon also a Bremnamitio.
Well, I think it's been good for us in terms of motivation because our players, I think it will motivate them in this tournament because a team like Kotoko and you are playing as the first game, for me, I think that alone puts a lot of pressure on players. But once they've been able to deal with it, I think going forward, they will do better.
Okay. As a voice, you know, they kakram, but the other coach person and say it's good for the team because Saobo come teaching me to say GHALCA for now first match. Obo de tia Asante Koro the pressure kakra eba utim so after so my team asha Kotoko no eno ebe mo some good vibes be around the team. Say na be amo next games are and our games that did do mo no team so ebetimi abo eni ye na bibia kama ade amam Koro fans are almost so question game ni no almost so a can be kakra.
But on your ball now, even though the preparation is well, like I said, the deaf and the pitch, you know, now more players, you know, on Nhyira, Kakrana, now we are going to talk to me, you say, if you are preparing for Confederation Cup, I'm talking about Moses Antipotoko. As I said, defender, you are more ball. Now on share the position of your goalkeeper, and son of Uma back passer, it's unacceptable.
Many the passer, budget almost let participate in the Kakra Top 4. A pre-season game, a more opportunity to assess your players. So when you media a good exercise, especially what I saw. And then what does the Brahim say in the absence of Lord Amwa, a player like Shaibu, but you have to fit in.
Oh, I think, like I said beginning, this is a good exercise. The reality check has set in. The team who say the team no,
okay, into a session of the Koto fans, you know, so kakra amode etu dano and on Didi Dramani has and so share Lions a Kabako Momo and Timmy Antino. Into no kakra na into so.
It's good to win, but it's good to put in energy, effort, and then performance. I think I value those aspects rather than just the element of winning. I see winning in different levels.
Now, we saw your first lineup. Many were expecting your potential 11 to be your first 11 selection, but unfortunately, we saw Benjamin Asari not in post in the first half. We saw Kelvin Osesibe also in bench and Kakari as well. What was the secret?
I think that we are in our periodization where we are. We need to share, game minutes and then across the squad, and it is important not to those players, out of the range. Where
okay, and coach Didi Dramani so the no Brana Yebisana about players be an AGDs and commit me. I start again also look pre-season and so the other players and so more times than be able so performance a bra over or the new citizen also or the Ebabe Kumuno. Mamin call Bashir for Kakra Bina Kofi Ebrana Mintu Kakra on top 4.
Well, tactically we played everything. Only that the goals couldn't come, and then even though we had an own goal, our defender just headed the ball into the net. So that is football. We'll go back again. It's all play all. So we've done with Heart of Hope. We are level two teams. We are preparing. We are going to prepare and face them. So yes, once again we've lost to a Heart of Hope, and it's no news.
It's been back to back.
Okay, Bashir for so no. Yeah. Also, I'm a loose. And OGD say, yeah, so I would defend that. Yeah, pick up on as well, clear no alcohol there. I say a part of the game to adjust him.
It's part of the game, but losing 2 games on the trot to the same opponent on the same page, the same place, but different times, and a little bit worrying Kakra for them now. For Bashir Hayford, I think the social last season performance now. Yes, I knew man getting into the momentum and drew because at some point in time, Pando out of lives could have won the league. But now I catch some games like this where some more feminine up, a more bot drobe, some winner 1-0 win be. Now for the man own goal, no more consider own goal. Now for the I'm a game now baba ding for them. So they need to make sure say going into next season. It ends here. It ends at the GHALCA top 4. Same next season they can compete because see you can't take anything away from Bashir Hayford, which to come from the lower division. Now Bebas Premier. Now Bedru be a Bashir for the Pando out of lines, but doing a huge feat. But they need to build on from there. Possibly qualify for Africa next season and then see how they'll be able to compete. On the part of Didi Dramani, I think say Rich has team there. Didi has not seen the starting and I said the backbone and I said core of the team yet. Who's a now or captain upon Frane? And I also saw the goalkeepers like what the journalist was saying, and change the few players. But the same system. So you could tell that Didi is trying to see if players know solve, whether it's the regular people on Bebo and I say French players don't make me adapt to the system because a very long season. And you can tell say Obit said Didi he is treating the GHALCA top 4 as preseason. Purely. Which is just one GHALCA top 4 or just an added silverware. Yes, on man brag. But purely as preseason games are all but to know the team he has to play with, to build a team on open and then know how over the season. So there isn't an issue, but a win is a win for us folk and they'll be excited. Meaning so Ushe baby ana herian to ejina or Bobo on the Chima Kamara. It looks as if your friend is saying coach Karim Zito Ebono as a fullback, and I don't know what exactly Karim Zito tries to or be preparing the team for. See, if not for nothing, Kamara has been subject to a lot of miscommunication, mistakes, and they will pull him, and he needs to be careful. And I like the fact that Kotoko did not wait for the season to start. Almost a probable, very, very good replacement. Abba. Somebody who can compete and then give him a run for his money. And my catcher several times that for me, the very first day, that goalkeeper, I said several times that he is one of the best goalkeepers on the league. Inti Kamara should be careful. Now Frederick Asare is gone. But he has good competition. I want to position him. Say, oh, you're a goalkeeper, and then communication with such a player, any actor, you concede goals like this. Again, I'm also saying, say, maybe it is because that's not the natural place that Henriansu consistently will play a Kotoko setup anymore, and maybe that's why he made that mistake. For an ideal regular fullback at Kotoko, maybe he doesn't make some mistakes then, and now they lost that game. It was not a good game. Only a lot of chances. Very, very good chance for Kotoko not to lose the game, but they ended up losing the game. Again, it should be seen a preseason game and then see how they'll be able to prepare themselves and then play in Africa and, of course, the Confederations Cup, any league, as the season begins now.
Pacho, August 31st, Nhyira